Hey everyone, my name's Tara. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to film the newbie Booktube tag. This is the first video I am putting up on my channel, and I'm really excited to dive in and see what Booktube has to offer me and what I have to offer to the Booktube community. So without further ado, let's get started. Question 1, why did you start your channel? Like I said, I'm really excited to see what I have to offer to the Booktube community and what Booktube has to offer me. I've been watching Booktube videos pretty consistently for the past 6 months, although I had stumbled across other videos prior to that. I've enjoyed watching the videos, commenting on videos, but I haven't really dove in. And I just decided the best way to really become a part of the community is to start my own channel and start interacting more with other booktubers and with people that are watching my videos. So I'm really excited. Question 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? I think the most unique thing I have to offer is my personality and my perspective, because no one else is going to have my thoughts and my opinions 100% of the time. So I think that is the most fun and unique thing. I have a fun, vivacious, outgoing personality, and I have my own unique thoughts and ideas. So we'll see. Question 3, what are you most excited about for your new channel? I am really excited to just interact, like I said, interact more and become a bigger part of this community than I have been prior. I'm excited to share my thoughts and my opinions, hopefully introduce people to some new books that they haven't heard about, but really just being able to be a part of this community I'm really excited about and really anxious to see how it goes. Question 4, why do you love reading? I don't know what life is without reading. I grew up around readers. My parents are readers, my grandparents are readers. Everyone in my family loves to read. It is so much a part of who I am and what made me who I am that it's not so much that I love reading, which I do, but it is so much a part of my life. I don't know who I would be without it. Reading was there for me through my parents' divorce. Reading was there for me through some really hard times throughout my childhood. It is a way to escape all of the kind of crappy parts of life that we all face. There's always a friend in a book waiting for you. So that is why I love reading. But question 5, what book or series got you into reading? If I had to choose just one, I think it would be Little House on the Prairie. My mom loves those books. We would go on trips to go visit Laura Ingalls Wilder's homes. She loved them, and as such, I started to love them. She would read the books to me before I could read. We read them together after I learned how to read. When I started reading on my own, I fell in love with the Babysitter's Club series by Anne M. Martin. I could not get enough of those books. I thought it was so cool, this club of young girls babysitting and being entrepreneurs, and I could not get enough of those books. When I was in upper elementary school, then Harry Potter, of course, like I think most people at or around my age fell in love with. I was lucky enough to kind of grow up middle school into high school into college with Harry Potter, and that was the first series that I remember being so excited every time a new book would come out. Like I was in line, I would pre-order them, I was in line ready to pick them up. I loved that series. I still love that series. I've read it, I can't even tell you how many times. It's the first series that I remember saying, I have to reread from book 1 anytime a new book came out, anytime a new movie came out. I was rereading Harry Potter. So those are my top 3. Laura Ingalls Wilder, Little House on the Prairie being the first one that I remember, then Babysitter's Club, then Harry Potter. Question 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I think the number one question I would have for them is, how do you continuously come up with new video ideas? That is the thing that I'm the most nervous about, is being able to come up with original content. Not that there's anything wrong with the TBRs and the book hauls and the recent reads videos, because I love those, but just coming up with those interesting ideas that keep people coming back and draw people in. So I would ask them how they come up with new ideas all the time. Question 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I've kind of touched on my biggest one, which is coming up with new content ideas. I also think editing is going to be tough for me. I've never really done it. My husband offered to do it, but I kind of want this to be my thing, and if I need his help, I will ask him. But I'm excited to learn and get better at it, but I'm a little bit nervous about the editing aspect of things as well. Question 8, when did you start reading? I basically, once I learned how to read, I just continued. I fell in love with it and never stopped. I think once I learned how to read in kindergarten, whenever you learn to read, I just kept going, and I just don't remember a time when I didn't read. Obviously, when I was in high school and college, I didn't read as much for fun as I did prior to that, and I really looked forward to the summers so I could read. And since graduating and getting a full-time job and having just adult responsibilities, I don't read as much as I did when I was younger, but I still love it, and it's still a huge part of my life. So the answer to that question is when I was 5, I guess. I don't know, however old you are when you learn how to read in school. Question 9, where do you like to read? I either read on my couch or in bed. I have to read before going to sleep. And when I read before going to sleep, I often fall asleep. So I tend to only get a chapter or 2 read before I'm out. So if I want to sit and read just to read and get a lot of reading done, I have to read on my couch when it's light out. But I can read anywhere. I can read in the car. I read on my lunch break at work. I read pretty much anywhere that when I have time. If I'm waiting for an appointment, I have 2 jobs. One of them, I am a receptionist at a salon, and when it's slow there, I'm reading. So I read anywhere, but I prefer my couch, I guess, curled up with my puppies and a glass of wine. Question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I will read almost anything. I have never read a graphic novel or manga. I don't think I ever will. It's not my cup of tea, but pretty much anything else I will try. I am not huge into fantasy or huge into YA anymore. I will read them. I've been reading some fantasy that my husband has recommended because that's all he reads. And so if I want to be able to have a conversation with him about books, I will read fantasy. My 3 favorite genres are definitely mystery, thriller, contemporary, and historical fiction. I tend to gravitate towards those, but if you look at my bookshelves, there's a mix of everything. So I give anything a shot. So if you ever have a book that you want to recommend, comment and I will look it up. And if it seems even mildly interesting to me, I will probably read it. With that being said, I'm also not scared to DNF a book. So if I don't like it, I will put it down and not finish it because I'm a busy woman and I don't want to waste my time reading a book that I'm not enjoying. So just like I'm willing to try everything, I also am not afraid to DNF anything. So that is the newbie booktube tag. I'm really excited to start posting videos and just see how this goes and see where this journey takes me. So until next time, happy reading. Bye!